we must do it big, fat, love, find common ground to halt the spread of lies and any
America first. America first.
non-fatal. We want
Yeah,
to
you're only
build
getting
a
half of
much
it when you hear
better,
the song.
believable
Because they
and
actually
we must
did a
do
good
it.
job editing it together and everything. Because it goes with the words.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's been a wild week of adventures.
Yes.
In the
A lot
news.
happened.
Yeah.
I mean, so I figure we start with our memer in chief.
That's true.
I mean,
We
a
do
lot-
live in an amazing time.
Yeah.
He's
Yes,
the,
we do.
he's the first meme president.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if the only one, really. Because I feel like other ones are going to try to be cringy about it.
Yeah, I mean, even then, like, there were funny moments with other presidents, but it wasn't like a meme in and of itself, you know? Like, Reagan had some funny moments.
Oh, yeah, he
and
was funny.
stuff, but, like,
I think Obama had some charm.
Obama had some good ones. Like, he played up the whole, Thanks Obama one.
Mm-hmm.
Did a little skit with that kind of a thing.
Right.
But nothing comes close to what, Trump has done.
He's like a living meme.
Yeah, it's so good.
And between, what were you telling me? Between the straws and the Sharpies, they've sold
Yes.
$1 million worth.
His campaign manager is like plays into the memes real hard, like really, really well.
Yeah.
And the whole plastic straw nonsense,
Mhm.
and there was a thing with the hurricane
Yeah.
path recently that they were making fun of him for with Sharpies. And so they started to sell plastic straws and Sharpies. And for his campaign, they have made $1 million on that alone. Just selling those two things.
That's amazing.
And it's incredible what memes can do, you know?
It's almost like the equivalent of when you're a little kid and you have a
Mhm.
worm and the girl freaks out.
Yeah.
So then you just chase her around with the worm.
Yeah.
I think if the left didn't freak out so much,
Yeah.
people wouldn't be buying the straws and the Sharpies so much. But
I mean, he wouldn't have these moments to market. But
Yeah.
because they keep reacting to things, it's like, well, we can market that.
hmm
It's like, oh, it's so good. It's fantastic.
I kind of want to get my own straw now to use.
I kind of want to buy them.
Yeah.
Like, just to say that I have President Trump straws.
Now, it makes me kind of mad because when plastic bags were first banned
Mhm.
in California,
Yeah.
I had this idea of, I don't know, having a bag that says, like, I didn't vote for this or something along those lines.
Yeah.
Where you can just have that passive resistance
Mm-hmm.
of the totalitarian state that it's
Yeah.
California, where you
Mhm.
can poop in the street, but you can't have a plastic bag. To,
I mean,
like,
that's
pick it
another
up.
thing that he's getting on is us and our...
That's what I saw. He's going after San Francisco.
Because San
With the
Francisco is
EPA.
such a garbage heap that they're like, hey, I'm going to target you now. It's like, oh my gosh. I mean, it amazes me. Because we live close to LA, which is
Yeah.
nice because we can visit it when we want to.
We're far enough away that when the, Night of the Living Dead type
Bubonic
of
plague and
happens.
cholera that's emerging from there.
Yeah.
We're in the safe zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
insane.
basically, it's like LA and San Francisco are
Yeah.
the two main cesspools of California.
Yeah, it's not.
Because really, a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people think California is just all fruits and nuts.
They just think it is LA.
Yeah, which makes sense.
It's like,
But if you look at anywhere outside of LA and San Francisco,
Yeah.
it's pretty red, actually.
yeah, it is. Like, the blueness dominates because of the cities that we have.
Mm-hmm.
But, like,
Oh, and then I would say little centers around all the universities.
yeah. And those hold the most sway because of it, because
Yeah.
of how all the cities work. But, like, you go up to, like, rural NorCal, and it's like, you got some real red hicks.
Yeah. I mean, it's like they belong in Oklahoma or Kansas or
Yeah,
something.
I mean, all of Central California is farming.
yeah.
And they're very much like,
People forget that.
yeah. I mean, we're like the one shining red beacon in all of the blue sea around us.
Yeah, it's true.
'Cause
Yeah, we're the one more urban area that's
like
still
San
has
Diego's
stayed.
still kind of blue, and like
Yeah, it's
everything else around us, it's just
Yeah.
like Orange County. I mean, it technically flipped in the last election over to what's her face, but
Right.
I don't know.
I think they did some underhanded things. That's my tinfoil hat.
I mean, it was also
Like
not
vote
like
harvesting.
a super one-sided election. It was pretty close,
Yeah.
if I recall.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever.
Plus, I had my friends that were just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna vote for a third party." I'm like, "Why?"
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
I figure we'll deal with her and not conspire that it was Russian interference, and
right?
we can actually accept a loss and move on with our lives.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah,
because we're people like that.
yeah. But what I love too is the story that came out a little while ago about how supposedly when I forget how many years ago it was. This is well before he was president. He went to a family funeral, supposedly stole pancakes, and forgot the name of the person that was the funeral was for.
Oh my gosh!
It was like Trump's cousin or something.
You just said, did you hear about the Trump pancake thing? And I'm like, what is he selling? Because I'm thinking like along with the Sharpies and the plastic straws that he's selling like pancake mix for some reason or something.
He should.
He
now
could
when
now.
that story came
He
out.
could, but I'm like, then you just tell me, yeah, he's accused of stealing pancakes and not knowing the funeral he's at, and I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? Like, at least with like a lot of the nonsense, it's like ancillary to like his policy and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's a racist, and it's like, well, okay, why is that matter? It's like, it's not a good thing, but why does it matter? Oh, because the immigration policy. It's like, all right, there's a tangent there that you can kind of follow.
Yeah.
What does pancakes have to do with policy?
That's up there with the whole 2 scoops of ice cream thing. Remember
Oh.
that? It's like years ago now when he was
Yeah.
first elected.
Yeah.
But supposedly at the dinners at the White House, he would give everybody else 1 scoop of ice cream and he would take 2.
Yeah.
And then that's where the whole 2 scoops, 2 genders, 2 years, or 2 terms thing came from.
Oh, jeez.
But I want to know is, like, did he put the pancakes in his pocket?
Yeah.
Or did he bring a plastic bag?
I don't
And
know,
put 'em
dude.
all in
Like I said, this is the meme presidency because, I mean, it's a little old at this point, but like, one of the things is with the what was the rap? ASAP Rocky, right? The rapper.
Yeah.
Like, if you break down that situation, like, a real estate tycoon turned president is now bargaining with Sweden to get our rapper back.
Mm-hmm.
What world are we living in?
Yeah. I mean, just imagine, one of those movies where you, like, go to the future and you look at it or whatever. If you had taken me 5 years ago and brought me to the future, I'd just be like, where am I?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's nuts.
But amazing at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, everything in the world is insane. I mean,
But I hope he's still looking to buy Greenland.
yes. We can hope.
Yeah.
Hope
And Space Force.
definitely not that. We don't want Canada to buy it.
No. Maybe that's where we can put Space Force bases is
Yeah.
on Greenland.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't Greenland, like, entirely, like, geothermal?
I
Or is
think
that
so.
Iceland? I mean, they're basically the same thing.
Yeah, they're kind of all in that upper area.
Like, one of them's just colder than the other, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I think, yeah, Iceland is the one that's not as icy, and then Greenland is the one that's more icy.
it is. But I'm trying to remember which one's, like, all geothermal. Like, they get 80% of their power.
My
from,
guess
like,
is
geothermal.
Iceland. Because
That's
when
what
you're a
I'm-
little island like that, you're just one big volcano, basically.
Yeah.
I remember, gosh, it's been a while now. Probably like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Where some crazy volcano erupted on Iceland.
Yeah.
And just hearing all the people in the news struggling to say it. So it was like some 10-syllable
yeah,
word.
like some Icelandic word.
Yeah.
I like even their capital. What is it? Reykjavik.
Yeah.
Reykjavik.
Yeah.
I don't even. It's insane.
But as we go through the news here, maybe we can go on and on about the craziness that happens with the president and the media and all that.
We'll move to another foreign leader.
Yeah.
Another leader who's in
Yeah.
some hot water.
Yeah. It's amazing that I'm just trying to think how to put this. Because you have Justin Trudeau.
Yes.
If you haven't heard the whole blackface thing out there in the world.
Yeah.
And
Not just one instance, though.
Yeah, it's three that
Three.
are verified.
3 that are verified.
Yeah.
Who knows if he, like, has other instances where because he's in the makeup, people
Yeah.
just didn't know it was him. And it's
Yeah,
like,
was he just, like, living life in blackface at some point, it seems like?
I don't know, dude. It's like one thing is an incident. 2 times is a coincidence. 3 times is a pattern.
Yeah.
We've hit a pattern.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. It's... On one level, I'm just like, it's a stupid story. Let's all just move on. But on another level, because he's such a just smarmy... Remember the thing where it's like, don't say mankind, say people kind. It's more inclusive.
Yeah.
I mean, I just wanted to punch him at that point.
Yeah.
So...
Apparently that was a joke.
Oh, is that his excuse? Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
That's what he said.
He won't even stand
But
up for what he believes
But
in.
when the audience reacted the way they did to it, it's like, well, now I gotta commit to it. And it's like, like that incident alone shows you that dude doesn't believe what he's spewing. Because, like, there's the other incidents where it's like corruption because he told everyone to, like, basically screw over a indigenous woman in his cabinet or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, come out as self-avowed feminist prime minister or whatever of Canada, and I stand up for the indigenous rights of the Canadians. And it's like, how come you're screwing over that other person for your own gain then?
But I just love it because he's just so, like, committed to the whole social justice warrior thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now it's biting him in the butt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, last I saw from Fantastic, what was he? He was accused right-wing, Philip DeFranco, in that news article a while back. You remember?
Gosh, so many things happen. It's hard to... I need to,
Yeah.
like, start making a catalog somewhere, everything.
Like, what happened today in the world?
Yeah.
And
The
you
most milquetoast person, Phil DeFranco, who's, like, middle of the road on everything, is now a right-wing extremist.
But yeah, his take, he was showing that apparently the Conservative Party in Canada is, like, leading now.
Yeah.
But it's, conservative in Canada, so, like, not at all remotely considerate
Right.
or comparative to, like, a Republican Party.
Right. It's kind of like, because Canadians, the stereotypes are super polite and all that. So I think a conservative might make you, like, pay for the Molson Ice or something.
Yeah.
Instead of just giving them out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're... I don't know. I'm pretty sure, like, their Conservative Party is still, like, left of the Democrats.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. If not, they're just our Democrats.
Yeah. I mean, you might find maybe some, representative or whatever they have up in Saskatchewan in the middle of the woods or something.
Yeah.
That, like, actually wants guns.
Yeah.
But it seems like the whole country is pretty...
Lost.
Yeah.
We've lost Canada. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone jokes that we could easily just annex Canada, and we could.
I mean, they are America's hat.
Yeah. It's like one of those stupid, like, propeller caps that you're like, you're not wearing that unless it's a joke.
See, I feel like the thing with Canada is because it's kind of like we're the big, tough older brother, and they're the little brother who can be the, like, artsy, fancy one. And then if
And
any
special ed. And,
yeah,
like,
exactly. And
Mom
so
really has to work with that kid.
yeah, exactly. And so if somebody picks on him, we're just gonna step in because we're the older brother.
Yeah.
But it's still annoying, and
Yeah.
it's like, dude, just get your act together and, like, do something.
Yeah.
But because we are the bigger brother who's just attached to, they can be as stupid as they want.
Yeah. I mean, they did just open up a Chick-fil-A in Toronto, I believe.
I saw that, yeah.
And you saw the, like, protesters that are, like, just drowned by the amount of people that are going to this Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's the clown world. You can't tell if it's parody or not.
Yeah.
Because it's literally a bunch of guys in drag and just all these people who, if you don't want to call them degenerates, I don't know what is left to call people. It's just all the weirdos.
I don't know, man.
And so they do their thing and they leave, and then everybody is still in line. They're like, oh, okay. And the line isn't just, a couple people. It's like around the block.
Yeah, because this is like a big deal for like a Chick-fil-A in
Yeah.
Canada. And it amazes me.
Yeah, where they got
what the
Tim
world
Hortons.
is. Yeah. I don't know. Canada's
Canada's an interesting place.
It is.
I remember one time when I was younger, we went to the other side of Niagara Falls because, we did the family trip thing.
Yeah.
And they were very inquisitive as to why we were coming over there. Like asking us questions at the border and everything.
Yeah, no,
it's like, we're going to the other side of Niagara Falls. We're not here to...
My uncle got banned from Canada.
Oh, man, did he steal some maple syrup or something?
No, like he's trying to fly somewhere or get over to Canada, and he's a carpenter. And so he's like trying to bring his tools with him and everything. And we're like,
man.
why do you have all these tools? You're coming into Canada with tools.
You're going to build something.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'm a carpenter. I got hired to do a job. And it's like, I don't know. And they, like, after hours of interrogating him or whatever, they're just like, yeah, you're banned from Canada for a year. For trying to
I'm
take...
sure your uncle's really torn up about that.
Oh, yeah. You had to just call his client and say, like, look, man, I got banned from Canada for a year. I can't do the job.
I would wear that as a badge of honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you know how people like put in their like job description and degrees and stuff they've done?
Yeah.
I would just put banned from Canada
Yeah.
in there.
But only you have to put in parentheses 1 year.
Yeah. Canada's a weird place.
It's so bizarre. They're long gone.
Yeah. And I feel like the people who do have some, I don't know, like a better term, balls, they just come to America and do something. And it's kind of like,
Yeah.
wait, is Gavin from Canada? No, Gavin's not from Canada.
Steven Crowder is.
That's right. Steven Crowder is from Canada.
Yeah.
Or he's like half Canadian. Oh, wait. He was born in America, but then spent time in Canada, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. So I remember him talking about being in the, the whole half French
I know he
system.
lived there for majority of his
Yeah.
youth and early adulthood or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
But, all right. What was the third thing we were going to talk about?
Very important
Oh!
historical event.
Oh my
How could you
gosh.
forget
Wow.
such an immense moment in the history of humanity?
Yeah, that's the thing. We were saving it for the best for last. We've been building up. Gosh, it's been over 6 months now.
It has. It's been a while. It's
If
been a
you've
long coming too, but it finally came to fruition.
Yeah. And if you've been living under a rock, it's the whole Area 51 meme.
The Area 51 raid
Right.
to go get some aliens,
Yep. And clap those alien cheeks
as it were.
and Naruto run because they can't shoot us all.
No, if we Naruto run, we'll move faster than their bullets.
That's right,
what it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what ended up happening, I think my theory was correct, that a sizable portion of people showed up at the town of Rachel, which is sort of the, base of operations
Yeah.
if you're going to go to Area 51,
Yeah.
which is basically some crappy diner and a seedy hotel.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like Reno, but not as famous for being garbage.
gosh, yeah. Oh, did I ever tell you about how I lived in Reno for a while?
You did?
Yeah. I'll have to save that story for another time.
All right. Well,
It was
talk
as
about that.
depressing as it sounds.
Yeah, I can imagine.
There's going to be somebody in Reno listening to this being like, hey,
I-
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So the reports I read, approximately 1,500 people showed up to the town,
Yeah.
which for a tiny town like that, it's a lot.
Yeah. It's still less than I was pinpointing because what did we have, like 3 million that signed up? I
Yeah.
said if 1%, that's 30,000, and I thought that would have been extreme, so I was
Yeah.
banking on 0.1% of like 3,000
Yeah.
showing up.
Yeah, I think that's like what I said, like 10,000 to, 5,000 something.
Yeah, so we're closer than,
Yeah.
3 million.
Yeah.
On the spectrum of 3 million to 1,500, we were closer
Yeah.
to the right
Because I
answer.
think what people were worried about is nobody else showing up. So they didn't want to look
Oh, I'm
stupid.
sure that's what it was.
Because I think if everybody was assured that people were going to go, a lot more people would have shown up.
Oh, yeah.
But I think they were just afraid of looking stupid. You get there
Yeah.
and there's nobody there. You're
I
like,
can
wait
I
a
can
minute.
guarantee that, like, because it's going to become an annual thing with the alien stock
Oh, yeah.
that they've set up, it's going to be much bigger next year.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's,
Yeah.
and I was right. It's Gen Z's Woodstock.
it is.
Yeah. And it's just going to go on from there.
I
And-
was disappointed that I didn't go,
Yeah.
I was I should have gone.
I know. We missed a historical event.
Yeah.
But, so about 1,400 people showed up to the town. And then I was watching the live stream at the actual event.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like about, I don't know, a couple hundred people were there, maybe 300
Yeah.
were there at the actual gate.
Yeah.
And the good news is nobody was shot. So that's good. Yeah, nobody died.
Mm-hmm.
2 people were detained. Not actually arrested, just, being stupid, so they had to, stop them.
Yeah.
Which kind of surprised me. I would have figured more people would have gotten detained. But the crowd was actually surprisingly calm. I mean, they were really silly.
Yeah.
They were holding up signs saying, clap those alien cheeks and I want alien booty. And
Yeah.
you could tell the guards were just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Because you can imagine, too, the people that were there weren't exactly, graduating from Harvard and Yale.
They had, for one thing, the free time to go out
Yeah,
on a
exactly.
Friday morning
Yeah.
when they
At
weren't
3 in the
working,
morning. Yeah. So it was a very interesting crowd,
Yeah.
but it looked very fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think this is going to become a yearly event.
Oh, yeah.
And they're already having, like you mentioned, Alien Stock,
Mm-hmm.
which is like the Woodstock. There's
Yeah.
already bands playing and everything. And then the actual creator of the event was having an event up in Las Vegas this weekend as well. I think it's going to become a branded event that people are going to fight over.
Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be whoever can market it the best and be the event for September 20th
Yeah.
or the Friday of September 20th-ish area.
Yeah.
Whoever can market it then is going to be the one that is going to claim it. But until then, it's going to be a bunch of battles of crappy concert series and garbage festivals,
Right.
It's going to be...
I have a feeling that there'll be the more mainstream corporate one,
yeah.
and then they're gonna, try and make the more real, to the roots of it,
Yeah.
where all the weirdos go to.
It's probably going to end up being just like Desert Days kind of a thing. Have you heard of Desert Days? It's literally just a show they do out in the desert, down here in California.
Oh, okay. Is it like Burning Man?
It's like Burning Man, but not stoner.
Not
It's
as
like
bohemian.
It's still psychedelic and stuff because what was it? It was King Gizzard and My Bloody Valentine played
Okay.
last year, and you get bands like that. But this year it was there was Devo and Flaming Lips and
Okay. So
so
a
it's
bit more mainstream than Burning Man.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's not super indie garbage kind of a thing. It's kind of mainstream, but also you're gonna get some psychedelic and some weirdo kind of music. Because Devo is not a... They're mainstream in the sense that people know them, but
Yeah.
everything else is they're
Yeah,
weird.
everybody knows Whip It,
Yeah.
but beyond that,
I mean, their entire first album, it's a fantastic album.
mm-hmm.
But it's weird. You got the it has a charm to it, but it's the worst cover of, oh shoot, what's that Rolling Stones song?
Paint It Black.
No, the Satisfaction.
Oh.
It's the most trippy avant-garde cover of that song, and you're only Devo. Only
Yeah.
Devo. They also have a song called Mongoloid, which you can't say that word anymore.
And I mean, it is about an Asian person, right?
No, well, technically Mongoloid doesn't refer to Asian.
Oh.
Mongoloid is the most offensive term you could use to describe someone with mental retardation.
Oh, okay. So it's even better.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah, it's Mongoloid is derived because people with Down syndrome and stuff
Right.
were thought to look like the Asian, so Mongoloid kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's how that term comes to be. But yeah, that's the name of a song on the album.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so anyway, Devo, weird stuff. Like I said, it's probably going to turn into a Desert Days thing with that kind of nonsense.
Hopefully with a less pretension than a Burning Man would be.
Yeah.
Which I feel like it would be.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a meme crowd than a music crowd, it would
Yeah.
seem. So you're probably going to end up with like the dude that I showed you today, Oliver Tree that we found.
Yeah.
That,
Oh, I almost forgot to mention there was a great moment that came out of the whole thing, though.
Yeah.
Where a reporter's doing a live segment, reporting on what's
Yeah.
going on, and there's in the background, probably 30, 40 feet away from the reporter, so you can still see him clearly. He's not like far in the distance.
Yeah.
Just a guy doing the Naruto run behind him. That man is a legend.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
He will forever go down in meme history.
I can't wait for like meme history,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm looking into being a history teacher, and I'm just like thinking of a point in which I'm gonna have to teach about my generation.
And memetics.
Yeah. All right. So memes, first of all, started out with this,
Yeah.
and then there was a big triggering, a big event. It was a gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited to see what this develops into.
Mm-hmm.
What comes of it.
Yeah.
Any more reporting that we can find out that happens from this event? Maybe, I don't know, there were the aliens. They did show up secretly or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe there were aliens that
Yeah.
came. They're just keeping it quiet.
We're going to have to adjust the lyrics to Earth, Wind, and Fire song. Do you remember the 20th night of September?
Oh, man. All right. Was it time to say goodnight?
I think we need Lawrence Welk.
Okay.
Need our good, jolly old friend to send us right
I'll
on our
help if I turn the
way.
volume up.
Until we meet again. Adios.
So
I
wholesome.
feel like they'd be aliens like that you'd find at the raid.
I think they could be.
Yeah.